Alright, we are live for NASCAR Xfinity Series racing here from Daytona International Speedway. Looks like the booth looks a little different than we originally expected. I thought Brad Keselowski and or Austin Dillon were supposed to be a part of the booth. Looks like after the Daytona 500, especially where Keselowski was involved and Austin Dillon were actually both involved in crashes tonight. Looks like they've got Andy Petrie up there. And we are rolling in. Oh, wow. Lights are already off on the pace car. We're going to be going racing here very soon. Let's go. Alright, so here we go. We're rolling and we are ready. Just double checking the audio levels. Looks good and we are ready to go. Hopefully you guys are excited. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. We've been doing these types of streams all week long. And we'll be doing them for as many races as I possibly can. Almost every cup race, every Xfinity and truck race I can. So, starting on pole, we got jesselove and Austin Hill on the front row together. Allmendinger and Kligerman. Shanevangisbergen rounds out your top 5 starters here tonight. Then you got JustinAllgaier in 6th. 7th, Jeremy Clements. 8th, John Hunter Nemechek. Rounding at 9th and 10th is Parker Retzlaff and the Our Motorsports car of Anthony Alfredo. Herbst, after running in the Cup race about an hour ago, Riley Herbst has come over to run the Xfinity race. He will be starting He'll be starting in 11th. So here we go. We are all set up. I'm impressed with how quickly I managed to get the turnaround over. So we are good to go. And here we go. Again, lights are off on the pace car, which means we go green this time. And I say, it's rare to see a rookie get the pole for a Daytona race, but I think the last time I remember a Daytona pole sitter being a rookie was Chase Elliott in the Cup Series all the way back then. So here we go. We'll go ahead and type up the poll, but I thought we were going green this time. Who'll win stage 1? Let's go ahead and throw jesselove, Austin Hill. And let's go ahead and... Oh, here we go. We are going green. Green. Green flag's out, and we're racing at Daytona. And I'm expecting to see a teamwork restart here. I'm going to go ahead and add Parker Kligerman. And here we go. So, yep, there we go. jesselove down to the inside. He and Austin Hill holding up serve on the inside. Meanwhile, Parker Kligerman is left to lead the outside. Alright, so here we go. So now both drivers have gone up to the top side. So it looks like those two, definitely looks like the two RCR cars are willing to go ahead and move up and down the track depending on what's needed. So 5 drivers running double duty from the Daytona 500 a little while ago and racing in the Cup race earlier, and now in the Xfinity Series. AJAllmendinger, he got a 6th place finish. He was the best finisher of the double duty drivers. John Hunter Nemechek, though, making his way towards the front. He is currently the best running of the double duty drivers in this race. So there we go. We are all set up. We are good to go. So we got jesselove. We got Love, Hill. Looks like 3rd is Parker Kligerman. 4th, Allgaier. Then 5th car in line would be Anthony Alfredo. As they come across the line, and it will be... John Hunter Nemechek leading that inside line, trying to make something happen, but I don't know. It's hard to tell who really has the momentum here, because there's a lot more cars in that top line and they look a little bit better organized. It's also hard with all the Chevys to try and figure out exactly which Chevys are actually going to work together well. And say we got shanevangisbergen, who I would imagine will work well with the other Chevys, but it's also one of his first ever plate races, so it may take him a minute to adjust to the new car and even to the new style of racing. Because I believe this is also his first Xfinity Series race, so definitely expecting a little bit of a learning curve here for SVG. But right now, though, Love and Hill, those two cars, they were dominant at Daytona last year with Sheldon Creed and Austin Hill. And now it looks like they are set to go ahead and dominate the front of the pack again. And I'm assuming Clearman is perfectly okay, at least for right now, to play the kind of the third RCR driver. I'm sure he doesn't mind them treating him like he's the third RCR driver, because Clearman's out there, no teammates, no true teammates at least. He's got other Chevys, though. He's got a lot of Chevys out there, but kind of to that same point, there's a lot of Chevys out there. Not everybody's necessarily guaranteed to work with him that's a Chevy, so. But I think if he starts this race ingraining himself as a RCR, or as willing to work with the RCR guys as essentially a de facto extra RCR car, that will absolutely help his case to try and get this thing moving. Speaking of teams trying to find their members, another team that you might want to work with if you're a single car team trying to find other teammates would be the Colleague Racing team, with the Wendy's car for Daniel Suarez. You got the 16 of Allmendinger, you got the 97 of Shane Van Gisbergen, you got the 11 of what's his name? You got Daniel Dye in the 10, you got 11 of Josh Williams. You got a lot of teammates out there if you end up trying to work together with the with those guys, with the Colleague Racing bunch. But as of right now, those two RCR cars definitely have a stranglehold on the lead. Let's see, and again, the entire bottom line has disappeared, and it looks like the Xfinity guys are very content to just kind of run around the top side of the racetrack, which makes it very hard for a driver who doesn't know his competitors that well, like a Daniel Suarez, who hasn't been in the series in a while, or someone like a Shane Van Gisbergen, who's new entirely, to trust that people will go with him when they pull out of line. Because, there's a lot of drivers who you just don't know. Are they going to go with me if I try and make a move here? And only 7 laps into the race, I don't think anyone knows the answer to that, unless they're an in-house teammate of yours. And we got 18 people hanging out in chat. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying your night. If you guys are, of course, like and subscribe if you guys are new, so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. Again, we've been live. We were live earlier tonight with the Daytona 500. We are live again here with the Xfinity race. And we are doing this all right. So let's see. What are some? I asked before the stream started. I put in the chat asking you guys who you guys think was going to win the race. We got Gavin thinking Allmendinger. We got Eric who's rooting for SVG. I know there's a lot of people rooting for SVG. I was during the rain delay. I was streaming, and we had a lot of people checking in on SVG, especially during qualifying. And then we got Derek, who thinks he's rooting for partner Kligerman. So looks like we got some people going out on a bit of a limb there. I mean, I think all of those guys started inside the top 10. And all right, we're going to our first commercial break, and it's a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. So yay! But so far though, this race going pretty much the standard, not really going anywhere, just getting in a single file line and ride for a little while, which isn't a bad strategy for the Xfinity Series. I think with the inexperience, especially of this field, with the inexperience but the high talent level, waiting till the final 10 to 15 laps of the race, I think that is absolutely the right time to kind of wait and then make your move right at the end. Once you get to like 10 laps to go in the stage, that's when you can kind of let yourself off the leash and go for it. And so you got 30 lap stages here. You get to go ahead and just kind of pace yourself for the first little bit. And again, once we get later into the race, you maybe start to lose some of that patience. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so there we go. Just double checking. Okay, it looks like we had pretty much a split between Austin Hill and jesselove in the field. So there we go. Just got one other place to go ahead and share the link, and we will be right here. We should be getting back from commercial break as well here soon. Alright, so yeah, we're just hanging out here. If anyone's trying to find the race, it is on FS1. I know the 500 being on Fox probably could throw a couple of people off, but yeah, so if you're looking to watch the race, it's on Fox Sports 1. And if you don't have Fox Sports 1 in your cable package, and or if you just prefer my commentary, which if you do, thank you. But yeah, we will be here, so there we go. Alright, looks like jesselove skewing the vote just a little bit here. So, yeah, we're just waiting through this commercial break. We got an eBay Motors commercial here, talking about tires and stuff like that. But, yeah, we're just, hopefully that, yep, there we go. I was going to say, hopefully that's the last commercial break. It feels like it's been about right timing, and the entire field is single file racing here at Daytona. And with the amount of grip here in the nighttime, I would be shocked if we see anybody really make a move until they are sure they've got a shot. There's Patrick. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? And say, our boy Cliggy is up in third. And say, our teammate there, Parker Kligerman, he's all the way up to third place. But, yeah, right now, though. Yep. Yeah, that is correct. William Byron did win the Daytona 500. We streamed that one a few hours earlier. Shanevangisbergen is currently in 19th place. He was on the inside line, which ultimately just started dissolving, and he was just trying to find a spot to get in line, and he found 19th place to get in line there. But, yep. So, yeah, so that's where Shanevangisbergen is. Yeah, he and Allmendinger were both on that inside line, but then it just dissolved and everybody filtered up to the top, so. And I certainly don't think that 19th is where he should be. But, yeah, so right now the top 5, though, being Love, Hill, Kligerman, Allgaier, and Alfredo. I think that it's going to be tough to beat the 2 RCR cars out in front, but yep. Yeah, I think we all watched that one on Fox over there, so. Ah, nice. But, yeah, so here we go. Again, just kind of the single file around the outside, it makes it very tough, because if someone pulls to the bottom and no one goes with you, you're going to the very back of the line, which is really not good. And it's very tough to know who's going to trust you, especially if you're someone who's new to the Xfinity series, like again, Daniel Suarez, who hasn't been in the series for a few years. Yeah, but honestly, it was one of the cleanest 500s in recent memory, at least. I mean, the fact that we only had 2, debatably 3, serious cautions, so. It was certainly cleaner than some of the recent 500 where we wreck like 7 different times throughout the race, and usually they're collecting 12 cars each. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, we know he has the speed to go up there and compete inside the top 5, and right now where the entire field is just riding single file, Again, I think once we get to about 10 laps to go in the stage, I think that the tempo of the race will shift. I think you're going to see a lot more guys kind of popping out of line. I think, but I think for the most part, I think those front three are all very content to ride there. I think Clearman is very fine for the first stage to kind of cement himself with Love and Hill and be like, hey, look, I'm one of you guys. I'm just pretend I'm an RCR teammate. Versus Allgaier and the Junior Motorsports guys who might not treat Kligerman the exact same way. And say I see at least two of the Junior Motorsports cars in 4th and 6th there, so potentially those two could group up, but you got BrandonJones who's back in 14th place, who's not exactly in a place to help, and Sam Mayer who's back in 16th place, who's also not in a great spot to help. But speaking of going to the bottom, we have our first mover. It is Riley Herbst who goes to the bottom. He's trying to make a pass here on Daniel Suarez. The hole that he had originally jumped out of is filled right up. But, say he's trying to make a hole fit, but I don't know if he's going to... he might be able to find his way up into that top line, into that new hole that has formed in front of Ryan Truex. But right now it looks like he might be relying on his teammate to maybe open up a hole. Yep, there we go. His teammate opens up a hole just big enough for Riley Herbst to filter into. And yeah, that was definitely not what Riley Herbst was looking for, but here we go. Now we got the one car looking to the bottom of the racetrack. We got the one of Sam Mayer trying to go to the bottom. I think Shane Van Gisbergen, I think, is also on the bottom. Yeah, SVG, I believe that is also on the bottom of the racetrack trying to make something happen, but... do I think Nemechek's going to be a good driver? I think he definitely has that capability. I think it's just going to take some time. Especially, you got to remember, he's in what was originally Richard Petty racing equipment here. Because Richard Petty equipment has never really been top shelf, top of the line equipment. So I'm actually kind of impressed with how they did in the Daytona 500 to begin with. So I would say he's already making some good progress, but it'll take time to build towards race wins. Definitely curious to see how he performs both at Atlanta next week and more specifically in the West Coast Swing when we stop doing the stupid pack racing, which, while extremely entertaining, doesn't exactly allow to show your actual driver talent. Because your driver talent is definitely shown off more at the flat short tracks, your New Hampshires, your Phoenixes. Your driver talent, even though the racing is typically less exciting, those types of tracks really allow a driver to show what they have and not just oh, I happen to be in the right line at the right time and my line managed to win the slot car race. So, here we go. So, we're at commercial break, so if you guys aren't missing anything, I'm just reading through some chat messages, and here we go. Somehow we've already topped the Daytona 500 in terms of viewership, so I'll take it. There we go. Alright, so again, though, I mean, last year it was incredibly tough to beat the RCR cars, and they look just as strong, if not stronger, this year. So I'd be shocked to see anybody really challenge these guys at the front here. What's my favorite short track? Okay, I'm about to get myself in trouble here with this one because I know not very many people agree with me on this one. Also, I'm assuming Patrick's about to ask a question too, but I'll get to that after this one. But it's actually Richmond. I know that that Richmond doesn't have the most exciting racing, but between what Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and his crew chief several years ago in 2018 were able to discover with the whole pit early and be able to run to the front strategy, and just in general the manage your tires that we're seeing now at Richmond, where maybe it's gotten a little too far, but I love tracks where you can really see the full-on driver talent and managing all the skills. The fuel, managing the tires, knowing how far you can go. Yeah, I know. Patrick doesn't like Richmond. You made my friend JP and your girlfriend NASCAR fans. Well, hey, you know what? Welcome into the sport. As I did do a intro video to a lot of the Cup drivers, so hopefully they can help find a favorite driver to go in there. Okay, Richmond's where your favorite driver, Nadu, ended his career in 03. All right, well, hey, so that's a pretty cool memory there. So we got 9 laps to go. I'm expecting this is when we're going to start seeing, yep, guys pulling out of line. I see the 18 of Sheldon Creed, who was in Jesse Love's position last year. He was on the front row with his teammate Austin Hill, and he was dominating the race. Now we got the 2 Toyotas, John Hunter Nemechek and Sheldon Creed down on the bottom, but I don't see... Oh, Ryan Truex is also in that area too, so there we go. Yeah, I know. Oh, we got a caution! Oh, whoa! We got a big crash, and that's going to be 3 drivers involved. I can see the one. I see the 91, and I don't know who that third car is, and it looks like Shane Vangisbergen's colors, but I don't think it's him. It's a Mustang, so it's not him. Okay, nope, it's the 15. There we go. It's hailiedeegan in the 15, not Shane Vangisbergen. Okay, good. Been to a NASCAR you've been to NASCAR races since 1999. I couldn't tell if you were saying that you hadn't been to one in that time. And oh, yep, Suarez got a complete pancaked front end there too. Eli's glad he took him off there, but yeah, I'm gonna say the thing is, once Austin Hill leads though, because like he's been okay to ride behind Love, but if he can get ahead of Love, Love's not gonna try and pass him either. So. Alright, let's see what happened here, because, so yeah, stack up happened, and oh, it happened literally right behind SVG. Looked like somebody just got into the back of Daniel Suarez. That camera really didn't say the full story of what happened or who was at fault, but SVG did advance through there. So the wreck happened right behind him. But, yeah, we're going to have to see a better camera angle than that to have an idea of what happened. Because all you need is Hill to lead, what, 18 laps, Eli, for your thing to hit? But, yeah, Eli, how many laps do you need for that to hit? Because, if it's only like 20 laps, I think, even though we're already 20 laps in, we still got 100 laps to go. Okay, you need him to lead 19. So, yeah, I think you could very easily see, again, all he needs to do is get a cycle ahead of his teammate at one point or another, and I think you can see him lead for a while. There we go. We're starting to get... I think we started to get that New Zealand audience up who's tuning in for SVG, I think. Just saw the viewership spike, and I know it's around 4 o'clock their time. But, yeah, so we just had we're under caution flag for a multi-car incident involving Daniel Suarez. I don't think I definitely don't get likes off of the hearts and stuff. The more likes it gets, the more likely it is that YouTube will promote it to other people. But for the most part, just the viewership of you guys hanging out in here is what gives is what YouTube pays based on, is viewership and watch time. And then there's also the super chats, but obviously you guys never have to go ahead and donate because this is a free show entirely. So, and here we go. Let's see. I saw a couple of people Oh, okay, that's... I was just waiting to see what was going on there, and we are all set, but yeah. Yeah, the biggest thing is just hanging out in the chat is what tells YouTube that I'm doing a good job, so. Yep. And then the likes help them know what to go ahead and send. To send people. And I just realized I was moving the wrong leaderboard. Just make sure I line that back up right. Alright, close enough. Alright, so we're going to have a restart here in stage number 2, and I'm curious. And will Love and Hill work together to try and make this, the finish this stage understandable? And, there's Destiny. Yeah, so. Okay, fair enough. That's how a lot of people, I feel like, choose their favorite drivers. They find someone nearby them that they don't like, or that they want to pick opposite to. It was similar to me with some friends growing up when I first started getting into the sport. Friends down the street were Yankees fans. They were also Jimmy Johnson fans, so I had to pick somebody that could beat him. So, yeah. That's where I went with Carl Edwards. Originally it was Jeff Gordon just because he was the only person I felt like that could beat Jimmy, but then it kind of just grew into I liked Carl's personality, especially with the backflip celebrations. But yep, the big one does always strike at Daytona. It doesn't it might not strike early, but it will strike. And this one, I wouldn't even say this one's too big of a... I wouldn't qualify this one as a big one. I think there were only, 4 or 5 cars involved at most. Suarez, Mayer, hailiedeegan, the 91. I think those are the only cars involved, so I think we're all good. So I don't think that was technically a big one, but it certainly could end up being one. So, here we go. They're going to the, Suarez's car is going to the garage. No shock, that car is toast. And, yeah, again, this restart's going to be an interesting one here. Alright, watching Patrick play some NASCAR and listening to me. Alright, cool. Always nice to know that we got some... the more and more people we can bring into this sport, the better. So, I'm definitely looking forward to Atlanta next week. Not sure if I'm going to end up doing the truck race, but I will definitely be home for the Xfinity and the Cup race on Saturday and Sunday. Again, trucks at 2 p.m. Might be a hard one for me to make it home in time for, but no, the big one comes right before your parlay's about to hit. Yeah, that will watch, it'll take out Austin Hill with 18 laps led or something, right? Right, Eli? That's where it's gonna hit. Hill goes and has a motor failure or something with so it looks like Love, Hill, and Kligerman are all lining up together, I think. We'll have to wait and see where they double up here. Oh, no, actually, that was pit stops. There we go. Allgaier leads the back half of the field onto pit road. Shane Van Gisbergen coming down to pit road. Along with, I also saw, I think, the 44 coming down as well, so... Hey, Eli, have you ever seen this series called Fantasy Friday that I do? I've been doing it for about half a year at this point. I include the betting odds in the video. I usually include the top few and then a few of the darker horses that could potentially hit, so. Yep. Alright, yeah. He's practicing at a place called Phoenix. Yep. He's racing in the desert. Oh, and there we go. Natalie Decker was one of the drivers also to hit pit road there. So she made it further than hailiedeegan did. Which I think, if you asked me at the beginning of the race... yep, good one, Eli, but yeah. hailiedeegan's out, and now Natalie Decker makes it further. And I would have lost that bet if we were guessing which of the female drivers were to finish higher. I would have definitely thought Natalie would have wrecked out first. But here we go. So Hill and Love are going to be doubled up and ready to go here. Okay, script from Vegas. I don't know if I can get you the NASCAR script. At best, gambling is a calculated bet. That's why you bet with your head, not over your head. But yeah, trust me, if there was a way to get your hands on the 2024 NASCAR script, I would love to have it, because then I'd be able to call these races knowing where the cautions are going to happen and not having to guesstimate as to where the cautions are going to happen. So, yep, there's Byron doing photos in Victory Lane with the Harley J. Earl trophy. So, there we go. And that is a video series that I was contemplating doing. Okay, yeah, in my racing league, he's contemplating starting parking because, his internet was not the best the other day when he and I did some racing while we were while we knew the 500 wasn't going to happen. And, his lag was a bit bad, so he's going to probably start and park to try and get some points. And here we go. So they're separating it out. SVG goes to the bottom line. Yeah. Basically just means he's going to collect last place points without endangering everybody else on the track. How's it going, SBS Gaming? So, yep, they've got a UFL promotion going here, getting ready for that. Apparently that starts up on March 30th. I don't care. It's NASCAR season. I wouldn't go that far, but okay, they are lined up opposite each other, so Hill and Love they're either going to work together on this restart, which I think would be risky from this position, or they're going to race each other out for the stage finish, which is, I would say, equally risky. But, yeah, here we go. They're showing some highlights from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson walking around the infield at Daytona before giving the command to start the engines for the 500 earlier this morning. Alright, looks like Kligerman's on the outside. Anthony Alfredo took the inside second row position. John Hunter Nemechek taking the 5th position here. NASCAR is born. Alright, well. Unfortunate, but no one's forcing you to be here. If you don't, if you aren't a fan, you can head on out, or you can potentially go find something else on my channel that you are interested in. But I do a lot of NASCAR stuff, so. And I know it's not for everybody. I know that much for sure. Alright, so here we go. Doubled up, and oh, nope, the lights came back on the pace car, so they're going for at least another couple times around, and they go for a commercial break. Yay. Gotta love a commercial break, so. I don't know. They're gonna be. It might be a one-lap restart when they go green. Let's see. Green flag. Just waiting for the green flag to come out at this point. Alright, nice. A G923. Cool. Looking to see what all my friends who are at the races are saying after the thing. Alright, so there we go. Got that all double checked, and we are good. Let's go. Say, Eli, no, say, bet with your head, not over your head. Don't know how many times I need to tell you that, but I don't know. If you're not going to listen, it doesn't really matter, I guess, right? Also, for anyone who has the NASCAR app on your phone and likes NASCAR stuff, go ahead and collect some some of the NASCAR fan reward points by checking in on the in-app leaderboard. But yeah, let's go ahead and I gotta log in to my account. So yeah, every single race that the NASCAR Cup, Truck, and Xfinity Series do, if you go to the online leaderboard on NASCAR's app, you can go ahead and check in with your profile and start building your way towards points towards stuff like NASCAR diecast, potentially race tickets. Not even sponsored, but I'm just say it is worth it as long as you remember. Because I didn't realize the points didn't roll over to this year, so yeah, I ended up having to go and build my points right back up again. So. But yeah, let's see. What can I get? I could get some tickets for next week's Atlanta race if I wanted them. But here we go. Pace car's off, and we're back to racing. Green flag's out, and we're racing at... Oh, we got a one-lap dash for the checkers. And Cole Custer's already popping out of line, and he is trying to make something happen here. Going around the outside. Let's see. Can Cole Custer get there? It's going to be a drag race. The 21 and the 2 are drag racing it out here. And I think Austin Hill has absolutely got the lead here. It's just a matter of can he hold on to it. Parker Kligerman into the back bumper of jesselove, though. Gets Love out in front. Love's out in front for the moment. Hill desperately wants this playoff point. I know it. If he can get this playoff point, it would be Austin Hill's. Come on, Austin. Let's go. Austin Hill, jesselove, drag racing it down. And it's going to be to the line. It's going to be Austin Hill. I think Austin Hill got it. No, they're saying Love. Love by a .007 gets the drag race to the line. Let's go. jesselove. Oh, are you kidding me? jesselove drag races it out, and Austin Hill loses by about this much. This much is about the margin of victory there for the stage win. Hey, Eli, still a long race to go. I mean, we've done, what, 30 out of 120 laps? There's still 90 to go. A long way to go. All you need to lead is 2, but hey, I guess it doesn't really matter. You can't back out of it at this point, so there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start figuring out who we're going to put in here. For stage 2, we're definitely putting in the 2 RCR guys. And yeah, both full-time legacy cars got top 10s today. Yep, that is accurate. Let's go ahead and figure this out. So, jesselove. No way we're not putting him back in there. Austin Hill. I got a phone. There we go. And say Legacy definitely had a decent night. It definitely came down to it, but say yeah, Johnson in the wreck early, definitely not helping. But all right, here we go. Let's see what we got going on in chat. So yeah, say Legacy, they kept it all in one piece for all of them except for Johnson's car, but their two full-time drivers kept it very much in one piece. Alright, here we go. Three strongest cars all night were Joey, Kyle, and Ryan Preece. I mean, I don't know. Hard to say. Kyle Busch definitely had a fast car, assuming that that's the Kyle you're talking about, but I don't know. I mean, that 38 looked pretty quick too there, Patrick. But yeah, I would definitely say that I would probably say Joey, Kyle, and Todd Gilliland were my three drivers of the night or whatever for the Xfinity or for the truck for the Cup race. Feels so weird to say the Cup race when I'm still watching racing. Usually the Cup race is the last race of the weekend. Oh, I know. I'm gonna say Preece definitely was. I'm not saying Preece was bad. I'm just saying that when it comes to the strongest cars of the night, I didn't see anything from Preece that necessarily impressed me beyond belief. But what that 38 was able to do in terms of pushing and shoving the other cars, that 38 was doing amazing. Almost thought that they put Patrick in there. But, yep, there we go. JesselOve still has not given up the race lead. And they are going to be pitting here. So, the last time a driver led more laps than that in their Xfinity Series debut, it was Kurt Busch at 70 laps at Texas. Yeah, and the penalties really were what killed him. That, and he was also collected in the very first wreck of the day, which definitely didn't help kind of put him way behind. So shanevangisbergen actually ended up back up into 13th place there by the end of the stage. I didn't even see where he ended up, but hey, good on him for getting back through there. Yeah, your girlfriend mentioned that you were practicing at Phoenix. That's where the Cup Series goes in 2 weeks' time. Well, 2.5 weeks' time, because I'd say we're pretty much halfway to Atlanta at this point. But, yep, here we go. And let's see, pit stops coming, who all's coming, who's not coming. It's gonna be, looks like a lot of the front runners. Allmendinger, the first one not to come to pit road here. So there we go, coming down pit road. Parker Kligerman hits his pit stall, getting, looks like 2 tires and fuel. Meanwhile, there's a problem. Oh no. Is there a problem on the 21? No. Alright, Ross Chastain is Patrick's favorite Cup driver. I'd probably say McDowell is probably my favorite, even though I've said it a lot over the last couple of days. I have my trio of drivers in Cup that I root for, but I'd say McDowell is probably my number one. Although, again, Kyle Busch and Stenhouse are both very close options. But, yep. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're at commercial break. Let's see. All right, Rumble likes Chastain as well. Eric is an Elliott fan, it looks like. So, all right, we got a few different favorite Cup drivers in there. So, yep. So it looks like the votes are between jesselove, other are the two leading vote getters, and then we got any non-Chevy driver. I figured that worked since considering how many Chevys are in the field. Although, granted, up inside the top few right now, it's like, okay, we got, 3 inside the top 6 are Fords? I mean, theoretically, pretty much everybody can root for Chase. I mean, nothing's stopping everybody. Just seems very, it would just end up seeming very similar, but, yep. I'm definitely not a Chase Elliott fan. I don't hate the guy by any means. I think he's a talented race car driver. He's just not on my list of favorites. I don't typically gravitate towards the guys that are the general populace likes. I was never the biggest Dale Jr. fan, mainly because he struggled to back up the hype that the fans gave on social media, and even though Chase Elliott's done amazing up to this point in his career, it feels like there's no level of success he could achieve that would really keep up with the fans' expectations and hype around him. That's just my personal opinion of kind of Chase Elliott and the way the fans react around him. It's like, oh yeah, no matter what he does, it'll always be underneath it. So, yeah, I know everyone hates Ross. No, not everybody. Ross definitely has his fans. Say, especially after the Hail Melon move, he definitely has fans. But, yep. So, we're all set. Got that all going. And, yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Alright. There we go. So, back from commercial break and getting ready for this one. Let's see. Allmendinger, Allgaier, Herbst, Shanevangisbergen, Custer, Perkins, Dye, Jones, Sieg, and Karam. Say, here we go. Sage Karam actually up inside the top 10. Hey, Patrick, that's one of your Pennsylvania boys as we go back to racing. Green, green, green. Green flag's out. We're back to racing. But yeah, one of your Pennsylvania boys up inside the top 10 here. Exactly, yeah. The video game wall ride, yep. But here we go. Allmendinger and Herbst taking off from the top line here. And Shanevangisbergen up in third place on the outside line here. And say it's going to depend on what ends up happening with this inside line here, but I think Shane could end up doing pretty well here. Just be careful with pushing, because that 98 car already looks out of shape before he even got into the back of them. But here we go. Let's see. We got Herbst trying to get wow, that is a very big pack of cars out behind there, and looks like the yeah, definitely looks like the colleague racing car is not quite as fast as the rest of the field here. And I say Allmendinger, I would almost question if Allmendinger intentionally dropped back so that he could get right on the front bumper of, oh, and that's a big plume of smoke or something there. But, yeah, I say Allmendinger getting right in front of Shanevangisbergen to hopefully give him a consistent push. No! jesselove into the out. Gets turned and into the pair of SVG and Allmendinger. Hopefully they're all okay. And yep, there goes the 23 is around as well. Good job. So, yep. That might be what does in your picks there. Yep. Oh, Parker Kligerman also got a piece of that. And he was your other pick, right? If I remember correctly, Eli. But yeah, that pick of any non-Chevy driver is starting to look like a better and better choice. But yeah, here we go. Creed not Creed. Stuck in last year. Jesselove coming back to the pits with some damage. Clearman's going to be able to get back to the pits, but it is definitely going to be an upward battle here. John Hunter Nemechek involved as well. Alright, what on earth happened? Was it just a bad push from Nemechek? Let's see. So it looks like Chandler Smith... okay, so it looks like just a stack up here. And, okay, yeah, it was a stack up, and then the two got loose from the push. What happened to SVG in the middle of this? Let's see. Definitely contact. He may have gotten a very small piece of this in reality, though. Like, SVG may have actually gotten out of this without a significant amount of damage. I did not anticipate that. But, yeah. So, yeah, SVG actually held up the outside lane there. But, yeah, everybody else behind him pretty much was... there were cars going everywhere there. We got the 21 of Hill involved, the 48, the 2... And this might have been the only way we saw RCR not win a race this weekend. Was because I think everybody was anticipating this was going to be the Austin Hill and Jesse Love show. And then all of a sudden, now they're both in very much question marks here. Yeah, that's a lot to be down. But, yep, here we go. We're 8 laps into stage 2, and we already got ourselves another caution flag. Alright, let's see. Alright, well, we're just hanging out here. Again, Xfinity race going on. Allgaier, Custer, Blaine Perkins. How on earth is he still up to third? I thought he was going to get shuffled back pretty quick with the restart there. Maybe this next restart he will, but he's showing something here. It's something I didn't expect to see from him. Parker Retzloff up inside the top 10 with a Jordan Anderson racing car. But, yeah, some pretty good looking cars out here. So, Jesse Love, Sammy Smith, Daniel Dye, Josh Williams, AJAllmendinger, John Hunter Nemechek, Austin Hill, frankiemuniz, Parker Kligerman, shanevangisbergen, all involved in this crash here tonight so far. Like to see the number 7 win it all? Hey, you know what? That'd be pretty cool. JustinAllgaier, I don't think he's ever won a race at Daytona, so certainly would be cool to see him win one. But I see frankiemuniz is on pit road. Looks like Malcolm was in the middle of all that. I know, bad joke, but I'm trying here. But yeah, they're on the. They're trying to work on Shane's car, Shane Van Gisbergen's car. They're opening up the hood to make sure that there's nothing wrong with that car on the interior, because there is not much of a scratch on that car on the outside. And Alfredo heads back out onto the track to try and see what he can do with his car that he's got left. Every time I track race it. Yeah, well, hey, it's kind of their job there. It's kind of their job to stop people from drag racing, especially if they're drag racing in the streets, Eli. As I say, it sounds like Patrick was doing it at a actual racetrack, not on the downtown city streets. Ooh, Dodge Demon. That sounds cool. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that car. If you could send me a picture of that one, That'd be a cool car to see. At the very least, it sounds cool. As I know the Charger and the Challenger, but I don't know off the top of my head the Demon. Alright. So, yep. So, yeah, we're just at commercial break. Currently cleaning up a caution that involves like 90% of the field. Again, for those of you guys interested in shanevangisbergen, he did get some damage, but it does not look significant. For those of you guys interested in frankiemuniz, he was definitely involved more significantly, and we're waiting to see how his car will handle with the damage. But here we go. Alright, so yeah, we're all set up and ready for some fun. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling here. We're just waiting for them to get back from commercial break. But yeah, that was a big caution flag. It involved both the favorites for the race win. Actually, I just realized we got 2 Jordan Anderson cars inside the top 10. We got JebBurton and Parker Retzloff both up in the top 10. There we go. Alright, let's see. Where's Jordan Anderson himself racing? He is up into 16th place. Alright, not bad. But, yeah, definitely a lot of guys involved in that wreck. Shanevangisbergen has officially lost a lap due to the repairs, but at least he isn't multiple laps down. Hailiedeegan 18 down. Sam Mayer 18 down. Weatherman 18 down. Suarez 17 down. Williams, frankiemuniz, both 3 laps down. Doesn't actually look like anybody's been officially knocked out of the race due to that crash, which is surprising considering just how much. Where's Jordan? He's 16th place when I just checked. Yeah, Jordan is in 16th place. And you said check my messenger, so let's go ahead and check that. Ah, okay, yeah, I have seen that car before, I just didn't know what it was called. Okay, cool. Alright, so here we go. Back from commercial break and ready for a restart here. So, Austin Hill currently 25th. He's holding the wheel pretty straight at this point. I think he might be okay. We'll have to wait and see, but alright, so Custer, Perkins, and Herbst. You got 3 Fords up in the front. If they're smart, whatever lane Allgaier takes, those 3 all take the opposite. Oh, they're pushing frankiemuniz's car back, and yep, they're pushing it to the garage. So frankiemuniz, I believe, will be out of this race. That is a bummer to see frankiemuniz out so early in what was supposed to be a very good race for him. And I say, he ran so well all year, last year in the Xfinity Series. So your top Toyota performers, you got Chandler Smith in 6th, you got Sage Karam in 9th, then you got Creed and Truex in 11th and 13th respectively. So 4 Toyota drivers up inside the top 13. But yeah, they're reshuffling everybody around as we get ready. And lights are off on the pace car. We're ready to go back racing. And let's see. Nope, the Fords did not choose to work with each other. Why? You guys have such few numbers. The fact that all 3 of you are together, I don't understand it. Why wouldn't you want to try and work together while you got the strength in numbers here? All right, nice speed on that one, Patrick. Daytona 500 went all right. And say not necessarily the guy I was rooting for to win, but as I say, I'm very happy for William Byron. But yep. All right, let's see what do we got going on. So here we go. They're fixing up Jesse Love's car one last time here as we get ready to go racing. 86 seconds or 86k seconds. What? What are you talking about, Eli? Or were you looking at his time and not reading it even remotely correctly? Because that's 8.2. That's 8.63. 8.63 seconds. But here we go. Getting all lined up. Here we go. Pace car dives for cover. Yeah, that two car is definitely torn up. Yeah, he definitely got, I think, probably the worst of the damage in the wreck. What are you talking about? Someone got big time banned. Who got banned? But here we go. We're back to racing, and Allgaier takes the lead here. Oh. Oh, you're probably talking about the bot account that I went and put in timeout for 24 hours. But here we go. Alright, racing down the back straightaway. We're back to racing. And here we go. So we got the 00 and the 98. Yeah, both. And how on earth are there 3 lanes and the 3 Fords decide to take a different lane each? But yeah, here we go. So here we go. Yep. Now the 2 Stewart-Haas cars have found each other here. And the 29 is somehow still in the mix. The 29, the 39. Hey, the 2 Ryan Sieg cars in a row. Both up here. So there we go. So 2 of the Ryan Sieg cars. That could be some more Ford help for the for Cole Custer to potentially try and get some help from. But right now, Riley Herbst is... oh, Herbst has the momentum, and he is clear now to potentially try and move down in front of the 7. Nope, 7 gets back to that inside before Herbst makes a move. And now Allgaier might even be able to get to the inside of Custer before Custer can get down there to try and block him. So here we go. Down the back straightaway, though, I would anticipate that Custer will get another run because there's absolutely nobody right behind Allgaier to help him stay caught up with Custer. But we'll have to wait and see here. Oh, whoa, what happened there? And we got the 6 car spinning, and we got the 7 car down on the apron, and I've got no idea what happened. Alright, here we go. Which video was that on where you had to mute somebody? Patrick. So. Yep. You gotta love the great angles from Fox. Okay, here we go. So, okay, so the 7 just turned turned himself. Went right up the track to try and hit the 00 in the corner and just spun himself around. But, yep, there we go. Oh, okay. So Allgaier actually won last time they were at Daytona in the summer race. I just forgot about it, but okay, this one, okay. I just want to make sure I know what was going on. Because I did not see any messages coming through like that, but it's also possible I just didn't see it. But yeah, no, the 7 definitely did that to himself. Alright, so there we go. So yeah, so we're going. They went to commercial break, so we're just kind of checking chat and hanging out. So yeah, yep, the 7 definitely did that to himself, though. There's no question about it. So we're in a commercial break, and yeah, we just get to hang out and chill with you guys. So how's everybody's night going? So I gotta love the fact that the that Monday night turns into a double header when it was supposed to all be done by yesterday. Just hoping for better weather next weekend in Atlanta. Alright, Custer was talking about debris on the track before the contact, so what, does he think that there was debris that caused the 7 to swerve up into him, or what? Because, yeah, the 7 definitely turned at him. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay, it was a right rear tire going down that caused him to turn up into the guy. I thought he was trying to go up in side draft, because that's what you should be doing at that point on the track. And he just overestimated how far up he needed to go. At least that's what it looked like to me, but... Yeah, say, I wouldn't put it past NASCAR to not clean the track properly, though. Alright, so, there we go. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so, yeah, debris. So yeah, we actually can see the debris there on the track. Alright, so JesselOve and his team are taking more time to get that car fixed. How high up did the did the 21 end up getting before the caution came out? Oh, he got all the way up to 11th. Okay. Hill definitely ain't out of this. Problem is that even if he does, Eli's bet also relied on the 48 getting a top 10, which he's now 2 laps down. SVG is in position for a free pass if he gets another caution after this one before somebody else goes a lap down. Alright, there we go. And here we go. We're back to racing at Daytona. Parker Retzloff on the inside of Cole Custer, and he and JebBurton are gone. And there we go. The two Jordan Anderson racing drivers able to take off and take the lead. There we go. Gotta love seeing the Jordan Anderson boys finding a way to work together. And here comes the 21 with a head of steam. And now he doesn't have a teammate he has to share the front of the field with. So here we go. Let's see. Jeremy Clements up into the top 3 as well. There we go. Parker Retzloff got shuffled to the middle of the field. So, the middle line. So he's going to get shuffled out of the line there. Now it looks like Jeremy Clements is going to get shuffled to the middle line, and he's not going to go anywhere. That middle is really a just dangerous place to be because you don't got anywhere to go, and you don't really have a end destination in mind until you get to the end of one of the 2 lines. And now here comes the 21, going to try and lead some laps here. Let's see. Can that car actually lead? Because he does have a significant amount of damage on the front end, but it looks pretty well taped up. So, we're going to have to wait and see. But if... Oh, and we got a caution flag. Caution flag's out. What's it for? What's the caution going to be for here? Oh, yep. In the back of the field, it's number 20. The John Hunter Nemechek machine goes around, and the 92 as well gets spun through the grass, and... Who is the 92 tonight? Oh, that's Josh Bilicki. So Josh Bilicki and John Hunter Nemechek both going for simultaneous spins, seemingly unrelated issues. But we got ourselves a caution flag, and Austin Hill is up to the front row. Because he, regardless of what Burton chooses, Hill can choose the front row. And I think if he does, he will be gone. He will be gone. So, highlighting the 20 car here. Let's see what's going to end up happening here. So, yep, just looked like a tire going down for him too, potentially. I don't know if he ran over debris too or what, but NASCAR needs to like red flag this thing and get the track clean at this point. Frankie got caught up in a big wreck a few minutes ago. jesselove was in it. Austin Hill was in it. Trying to think of who else. Parker Kligerman, shanevangisbergen got a tiny piece of it. But yeah, pretty much every car was in. There was a list of like 15, 20 cars involved that at least got a piece of it, and he went to the garage. So frankiemuniz is out, which is unfortunate, but. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you're in the middle of it. And yes, I will make that joke probably 5 more times this video just because it's probably the only race Frankie's going to do this year. Although, I would love to see him full-time in Xfinity next year. Because I think he's good enough to potentially contend. It's just hard to tell exactly where he is in terms of the Xfinity level talent at Daytona. But JebBurton holds on to the lead for the moment. And we are getting ready for this one. Let's see. Track workers on a coffee break. It's been a long day. It has been a long day, but you gotta make sure you get the track up to and so you have to have a standard there. Alright, so here we go. Still at commercial. So we're at a commercial break. Let's see. Where do we got? So this caution should get Shane Van Gisbergen back on lead lap. Yep, Shane Van Gisbergen will get back on the lead lap with this crash. Let's go. So SVG back on the lead lap. But yeah, frankiemuniz, though, he's 15 laps down now and out of the race. But Austin Hill could be very dangerous from that second position right now. Now, if I'm him, I'm pitting here. If I'm Austin Hill, I am pitting here, and then I'm going to stay out at the end of the second stage to try and take the lead here. Okay, he does have 7 races planned this year. Do we know does he actually have any of the other ones announced? So we know, like, okay, when we'll actually see Malcolm back at the track. Because, yeah, I hadn't heard that he was in any other races other than this one. I know last year he ran the full ARCA season, but he wasn't in in Friday night's ARCA race, so, I don't know where he's, what his schedule ended up looking like. But, yep, here we go. We're at commercial break. We got nothing else going on, so go ahead and grab a little bit more food. Because, yeah, been a long day. Alright, so okay, so he hasn't currently announced any of them. Alright. Well, any non-Chevy driver option is actually not looking too bad. You got Ryan Sieg up there, you got Cole Custer, Sheldon Creed, Ryan Truex, but you also got Austin Hill, who's probably just going to run away and win the stage. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. So we got Burton, Hill, Sammy Smith, the front 3. Alright, let's see. What else do we got? Alright, so Retzloff is back to 14th after that caution. Anderson's in 17th, because I know Patrick's going to be asking me where Jordan Anderson is. That's 17th. And then, there's still debris in turn 1 and on the front stretch. Again, just red flag the race, get the track clean. I mean, if it's going to take you 20 laps to get the debris clean, or just get the debris clean. But yeah, lights are still on the pace car, so we're going at least 2 more times around, probably. They've got 2 blowers on track right now. I mean, yeah, it's just one of those things where I don't like losing green flag laps due to not being able to pick up debris. And then once we do finally get green flag racing going, we have 2 more cautions that are debris caused. Because there ain't no way that should have been a blown tire for the 20. And same thing with the 7. His issue was debris. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, we're just chilling here, though, for the moment. We're waiting for them to get done their, get done pacing. Hopefully, they'll be picked up soon, and they're going back to commercial break, so. But yeah, if I'm Austin Hill, though, I'm definitely going ahead. Kligerman with more issues, great. Electrical this time. Well, I guess both of our drivers ended up with the electrical issues tonight. McDowell in the first race, and now Kligerman in the Xfinity. At least for the shanevangisbergen fans, SVG's back on lead lap. Yeah, it's almost like NASCAR. I know, it's one of those things where it's like, just red flag the race if it's going to take you too long to clean it up to where you can't do it under a normal caution. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of joked earlier about saying that I was surprised that Haley. I was really surprised that Haley was the first female driver out of the race, because thought for sure Natalie Decker was going to be out first. Because I think hailiedeegan actually has some talent, and there's a reason Natalie Decker doesn't have a full-time ride. And maybe I still hold a little bit of resentment for what happened at Bristol in 2019, where she couldn't even get her car back to the pits with the assistance of the tow truck. But yeah. Yep, Josh Williams collected as well. Yep, Josh is a great guy. I was say the park it joke was hilarious. But yeah, everything I've heard about him, he sounds like a great guy. Alright, here we go. So they're doubled up. Lights are off in the pace car. We're back to racing here, this time by. And again, shanevangisbergen back on lead lap. He will get essentially a 4-lap dash to try and get himself some track position here. Yep. Yeah, the park it was fun. Yep. It was the only way to make that race bearable, was to laugh about the park it jokes. Yeah, remember how her spotter actually quit on the stand, like just picked up and walked off after that moment. But yeah. Hey, Jordan Anderson's up to 16th place again here. All right, here we go. Field coming off of turn number 2, or turn number 4, I mean. That pace car is running for cover, and I think, hey, flag the pace car. Too fast entering pit road. He was running too fast away from this caution that's about to come out. But here we go. Let's see. Austin Hill versus JebBurton on the restart, and Hill is not looking like he's got any speed right now. I don't know about what happened there, but it took him a minute to get up to speed. I don't know if he was trying to let the 27 down in front, but I would have imagined that this is the time where he goes and... But, yeah. Here we go. Up the... Creed up the middle there trying to make something happen. But right now, Austin Hill, if he can just get clear, I think he can set sail and see the victory here. So here we go. So yep, Austin Hill is in front. He got ahead of Sammy Smith on the restart, and now he can just sail off into the distance. Sheldon Creed on the outside of Sammy Smith in Sammy Smith's old car. And yeah, let's see. Hill goes down to the bottom to try and block here. He's got to make the right choices as to who to block here. 3 laps to go. He does not want to lose out on a second playoff point here by a matter of inches, especially when it won't be to a teammate this time because jesselove ain't out there. But, yep, looks like Austin Hill is going to go ahead and finish out this one, it looks like, as we have 2 laps to go. 2 more times around at Daytona. Yeah, no, that all 3 of those are RCR affiliates, but I was more referring to an actual teammate. Because I know, like, for example, I was joking earlier about how Clearman was going to try and blend in and pretend to be an RCR car and be like, hey, just forget the fact that I'm not an actual RCR car, even though I think he's an RCR affiliate as well. Because, I mean, if you're talking about Chevy affiliation, I mean, there's like 25 Chevys compared to 5 of everything else. And here we go. Austin Hill is losing out a little bit of ground here, and Creed's going to lead at the line. Is it going to be Creed? Yes, Creed by 0.001. Wow. Literally could not have been closer. And here we go. Let's see. Hill and Smith on the bottom, and you got the 39, the 98, and the 18 up top. Let's see. Can the 8 car keep the 21 out ahead? And can the 8 car find a way around the 21 potentially? Because that would be interesting to see the 8 car maybe make a move here. But I don't know if he's going to have room. And there we go. The 21 is out in front. Oh, I see sparks coming out, though. Please tell me that's not another tire going down due to debris. But here we go. Off of turn number 4. Coming down towards the end of stage number 2. And it's going to be Austin Hill with the stage 2 victory. Let's go. And Austin Hill pulls off the stage 2 victory. And there we go. So it's still possible that RCR sweeps the night with the 2 getting the first stage win and the 21 getting this stage win. I mean, technically, I guess sweep. It depends on what you count a sweep, but I mean, as I say, I think leading every lap would be absurd for a single team to do. But yeah, SVG up about 10 spots on that restart, and now he'll get another restart to go ahead and do another 10 spots and be up to 7th. Alright, so here we go. Who do we want on the poll for the final final poll? Let's go ahead and we'll put Austin Hill, definitely. Oh, I almost named the poll Austin Hill, which, funny enough, would definitely be accurate, but... Alright, so Austin Hill. I'm going to put shanevangisbergen out here, too. Shane Van... And now I got to figure out how to spell his last name, because I can never seem to remember its spelling. Even though, theoretically, it actually sounds a lot like how it's spelled. Oh, come on, really? There we go. All right, who else do we think's gonna win the race? Who do you guys think's gonna win the race? Let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, I definitely... yeah, just put SVG. Nah, I like to try to spell out the actual names and get them right. Let's go ahead and definitely gonna put other, because we always put other. And we'll go ahead and put Sammy Smith. Since junior motorsports cars seem to be pretty good at Daytona, too. Alright, and here we go. We get a replay of what happened last year. Oh, put Allgaier on the poll? Alright, well, maybe next time, but I went and put Sammy Smith on there, because, yeah. So, I probably could have put Allgaier on there over SVG, but I figure, let's go ahead and give SVG his chance. Don't know how many people are going to vote for him, but we'll see. Alright, so here we go. We're ready to go racing. So, talking about, as they're talking more about the beef between Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed, considering those two came up 1-2 at the end of that thing. Or 1-3, sorry, 1-3, because Sheldon Creed lost the spot to Sammy Smith too, but... Yep. And I was saying, that was definitely one of the worst ways to go out for a NASCAR Xfinity Series championship contender that I've seen in a while. I don't think I've seen a messier separation between a team and a driver before that. So here we go. Alright. So Allgaier currently 8th. Let's see. So again, Hill definitely made his night easier by getting 19 stage points, so he's already guaranteed 19 points. Let's say Sheldon Creed got 13, jesselove 10, Sammy Smith 9, 8 for Parker Kligerman. So Kligerman got some stage points at least, so at least he's not walking out of there with nothing. But, yep, there we go. Let's see. And they didn't end up putting any extra tape on the 21 to try and make it run better. Curious decision, because I don't think he... Oh, and shanevangisbergen actually coming out right next to Austin Hill, so we might get to see those two racing together. But, yep, 00 Cole Custer here coming out onto the track as well after his pit stop. But, this is going to be interesting. Let's see. It's 10:30 already, but we got 60 laps left to go? So I certainly think Austin Hill's going to have a shot at this one at the end. So how's everybody this night? We still got 16 people hanging out in chat. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic evening. Or whatever time it might be for your current time zone, but for me it's definitely evening time. But yeah, we were just hanging out here and getting ready for some for the final stage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series race. Wait a minute. How on earth is JesselOve leading this thing? I mean, how? Alright, shanevangisbergen up to 11th after the pit stop, it looks like. Which means Austin Hill is currently 12th. So he's going to have to pass 11 cars to win the race, but there we go. Alright. Testing your new connection. Alright, here we go. So, Leland Honeyman as well up there, driving that number 42 car. Nice to see Leland Honeyman doing well. I remember talking about him in the ARCA race. Alright, here we go. Let's see. As I say, we're closing in on 2550 on the subscriber count. Nice. As I say, it must have been for staying out. Number 2 isn't so damaged. Okay, you got full on hotspot. Okay. But yeah, that's got to be the only way JesselOve took the lead was to stay out here, I guess. Yeah, Ryan Ellis are out there. Sammy Smith. And, oh, are they showing a... Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, Austin Hill just too fast entering. And a safety violation. That's really not good. That's 2 penalties at once. So, a safety violation. Which... I'm assuming the safety violation is the fact that he hit a pit crew member. While entering his pit stall. So, yeah, wow, that is really not good for Austin Hill. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the 2 car definitely had damage. He had to have stayed out, though. I mean, yeah, laps since last pit. He's run 11 laps since his last pit stop, so the rest of the field is all on fresh rubber for the most part, I think. So here we go. 23rd position for Austin Hill. Here we go. Green flag pass, though? I mean... Let's say, his car does not look too terrible, but let's see how it drives, because, oh yeah, no, that other side is going to be a parachute. He is not going to be able to lead. He's going to have to follow somebody, and I think Sammy Smith might be that somebody. SVG up to 8th place. There we go. Not bad. So, let's say... Watch on this restart and you'll figure out who needs a quarter panel. But, yep, here we go. Alright, pace car diving for cover, 55 laps to go, and let's go ahead and see. And the field in the hands of Jesse Love and Sammy Smith. And green, green, green. Green flags out, and they're racing at Daytona. Let's see. Can they complete the lap without wrecking? Oh, they nearly just wrecked there right in front of JustinAllgaier there. Christopher Bell won the clash first. I have no idea what you're talking about there, but because Christopher Bell didn't even make the clash. And oh, huh? I got no idea what you're talking about, but all right, here we go. Sammy Smith to the lead, and Jesse Love and that parachute of a front end is dropping back here. Love back to fourth. And he is dropping like a rock here. Alright, let's see. What do we got going on here? So, yep. Looks like Sammy Smith, Creed, the 16 of Allmendinger even making some progress here. Let's see. Shanevangisbergen is back to 12th place, so it looks like he is just kind of riding it out right now. Just trying to feel it out, see what the car has in it. Meanwhile, the 16 of Allmendinger is up to the back bumper of the 8, and let's see what can happen here. All right, let's see. They're actually not doing terrible here. All right, here we go. Sammy Smith, AJAllmendinger. Those two have cleared Creed for the lead. Oh, yeah, that was Eric Jones back in 2020. Yeah. But that was also where there were only like 6 competitive cars left in the race. There's definitely more than 6 competitive cars left in this race. But yeah, that was during the year where Bell was 1, a rookie, and 2, he was in the 95 that year. But yeah, right now though, Sammy Smith and Allmendinger, that's going to be the fight for the lead. Yeah, Riley Herbst coming on the outside. He's going to try and make a case for himself. Honestly, as long as Herbst can maintain a decent points position through the first half of the regular season again, all he needs to do is avoid the collapse that happened in the second half of the year, and he's in to the playoffs next year. And by next year, I mean this year. But yeah, here we go. Seems like SVG is just dropping like a rock, though. I mean, he's back to 16th now. Austin Hill's made his way up to 17th here. Let's see. If he goes like around the outside of 3 wide, all by himself, I think we can officially call him the best super speedway racer to ever sit in an Xfinity car. Parker Clearman got a lap back, or Retzloff? I'm assuming you're... Oh, wait, no, Retzloff is on the lead lap, so definitely talking about Cleggy. But here we go. Let's see. Sammy Smith out in front of the field at Daytona here. Let's see. The Cole Custer's got to run up the back straightaway here, in behind Allgaier. All right, let's see. We got ourselves Allgaier on the outside. Oh, there's 3 wide there between what looks like to be Karam, Blaine Perkins, and what's his name? Number 51, Jeremy Clements. There we go. Oh, and Herbst up to the lead of the race. As I said, that outside line is chugging forward here. Let's see. Austin Hill has already moved up inside the top 12. And I don't think he's planning on stopping anytime soon here. He's moving his way right towards that front of the field. Not sure where to say. Where did SVG end up? He is right outside the top 20 probably. But right now, Allmendinger versus Herbst is battling for second here. Yeah, Creed hanging out in the back. trying to figure out when his best move might be or what you can even do at this point. Oh, and there we go. The 21 got all the way to the inside line. That seems like a weird spot for him, considering he's been trying to dictate his own destiny by moving himself forward here. And I say it looks like SVG's just opted to hang out at the back of the field for now, which might not be a bad idea. If there does end up being a caution, he will probably avoid it. But oh yeah, I know. That'll be in a few weeks, Patrick. But here we go. Let's see. This battle, though, between Herbst and Smith is a really good one. These two are going to be a fun fight to the finish, assuming that the 21 doesn't just get in the mix and mess it all up here. Which, granted, I still don't know why the 21 got all the way to the inside line. That doesn't give him any opportunities to pop out and pass the same way the outside line had been doing. But yeah, so yeah, no idea why you would go and willingly put yourself in a position that wouldn't allow you to utilize your strength, which for him has been popping out of line and just passing anybody he tries. So 46 laps to go, and here we go. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There's a group popping to the outside. We might have a small third line starting. Meanwhile, we got a side-by-side with wrestling. And here we go. Let's see. Oh, no, we got another NASCAR ad, yay. Advertising the Bristol concrete again. Yep. Alright, let's see. Damn, there's just not much for Austin Hill to do while stuck on the inside. Oh, Austin Hill's coming to pit road along with several others. Alright, here we go. Austin Hill, jesselove both coming to pit road here, along with a couple of other cars. So, 45 laps. Is 45 laps like the fuel window? I'm assuming that's gotta be. But yeah, right now though, 45 laps to go in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race, and Riley Herbst is now passed. And where'd Sammy Smith end up? Oh, he's third car inside line. Okay, there he is. I thought he might have been part of that group that pit, and I was gonna. Oh, yep, no, here he is. He's going to pit road now. And now another batch of cars coming to pit road. They don't seem to be coming in very big batches though, which seems weird. That the field is kind of intentionally or unintentionally splitting themselves up into very small groups. I mean, it makes it way more manageable to get on pit road rather than trying to pit with 25, 30 of them, but there we go. Stop and go there. 45 is the window. All right. Alright, I wasn't sure on what the pit window was for the Xfinity cars. I know the trucks was pretty. The trucks fuel window was smaller than the Cup one, so I wasn't sure if Xfinity falls somewhere in the middle because 45 is kind of the outer limit for Cup. But yeah. And here we go. Here's another batch. We got BrandonJones. We got JustinAllgaier. We got JebBurton, Sage Karam, Parker Retzloff, Patrick Emmerling, the 78 of, I'm assuming that's BJ McLeod, and the somebody else in the back that I couldn't tell. Alright, let's see. So right now, Herbst, Custer, Nemechek, Creed, Truex haven't pit. Sieg hasn't pit, Chandler Smith hasn't pit, and Perkins hasn't pit. I don't think. Yeah, Perkins hasn't pit. And so the top 11 have all not pit. So that goes all the way back to Blaine Perkins now. Oh, and Blaine Perkins is on pit road. Blaine Perkins is on pit road, so now just the top 10. Just everybody you guys can see is on. Are the guys who have yet to pit. I would anticipate seeing the non-Chevy pack here in a couple of laps, but who knows? Considering how wrong I've been on strategy before. But, yeah, it seems like everybody's trying to get their last pit stop in right now. Now, here's the idea, potentially. If you're going to stay out more than about one, maybe two more laps, I think you got to run all the way out your fuel, hope you get a caution, and then you can put 4 tires on. Versus having to go and fuel up versus going and doing gas only, like just laps later. But yep, right now this battle for the lead car of this other pack is definitely going to be interesting, because I don't see any way that these Junior Motorsports cars are able to hold on to it. And here we go, coming to pit road. Here comes the here comes the the non-Chevy pack. Oh, did Creed stay out? Creed and Truex, I think, stayed out. So did Decker and Ellis and Garrett Smithley. Not sure why, but yep, they all stayed out. All 3 of them. But, yep. Here we go. Let's see. But, yeah, right now, though, Allmendinger's going to try and fight him. But right now, all 3 of the remaining Junior Motorsports cars have all found each other here, and they are grouped up. And if I'm Junior Motorsports at this point, I just am remembering back to last year when we blew a 4-1 advantage over the field. And, yeah, we don't want to be doing that again. Here we go. Let's see. I'm going to say this. So these 2 Fords, the 00 and the 98, are both going to get caught like it's nobody's business. And let's see. But, yeah, right now this group is just faster at this point. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see. What do we got going on? Alright, so we got ourselves Natalie Decker, Ryan Ellis, and Garrett Smithley leading at Daytona. Who had it on their 2024 bingo card that, that Natalie Decker would lead laps in Daytona? Who had it? I'm sure somebody had it on their bingo card. But, yeah, as I say, certainly don't know if that's gonna be the case this time or not. Go, Garrett, go. Yep. Garrett Smithley, Ryan Ellis, and again, Natalie Decker somehow leading laps. And say, right now they're about 30 seconds ahead of the field, but it is shrinking fast, the difference between the 2. So, Hill is back in 17th place here. So, Austin Hill absolutely needs to just fly through the field at this point. Okay, Garrett Smithley's another one of your PA boys. Alright. Cool. Nice to know he's one of the PA boys. As opposed to a PO boy. Like a fried dough. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was a late block there for the 98. The 98 tried to throw a really stupid late block on the 19 of Ryan Truex. And, yeah. Okay, he's from Lebanon. Alright. So, yeah, Riley Herbst just got eaten alive by the Toyotas and say put some pretty stupid blocks on them, honestly. But yep, here we go. And the lead pack here with three guys who have yet to pit. And let's see. 3 guys who have yet to pit, and Anthony Alfredo, who is probably a lap down and also has yet to pit. So, here we go. Let's see. Only her 10th Xfinity start for Natalie Decker. Her best finish being a 24th place at Talladega. How do you go and get a best finish in 10 attempts and your best finish is 24th at a track like Talladega? And then presumably that's where almost all of your starts have been at Daytona, Talladega type tracks. Because those are the ones that you can get the sponsors to pay for. But here we go. Got JustinAllgaier. Oh, and there we go. They're all falling to the bottom of the racetrack, and there's the Fords taking over the lead. Or what will eventually be the lead. But, yep, here we go. Custer versus Allmendinger for the lead. Or no, sorry. That's Herbst versus Chandler Smith for the lead. There we go. 34 laps to go. And we are racing at Daytona. And let's see. Leland Honeyman, only 8 career Xfinity Series starts with the best finish of 21st at the Charlotte Roval. That makes a little bit more sense because I can understand having poor finishes at a road course on a somewhat consistent basis, but I don't get how you have bad finishes consistently at a track that's essentially a roulette wheel, for lack of a better term. So here we go. Ryan Ellis with a 98 career Xfinity Series starts and still looking for that first top 10. Alright, here we go. So yeah, again, right now we just got 1, 2, 3 running in a single file line. Oh, I know 21st is better than 24th. And it's more understandable because it's a road course and not a oval. But, yep, here we go. Oh, that's a lot of sparks. Not sure what that was being sent up by, but SVG up to 20th place here. He's going to try and make his way through the field. So yeah, right now we got a really, this has been a long race to try and get to the end of. So it's only been 2 hours, but yep, here we go. 98, 00, and 39 are all Fords, so theoretically these 3 should be working together, but Austin Hill up the middle. Oh, here we go. Austin Hill up the middle. Oh, that was a lot of shaking around for the number 19 of Ryan Truex. And now Austin Hill has no drafting. Oh, no. There we go. Alright, so it looks like at times Austin Hill will get a drafting partner, but other times not quite. Alright, there we go. So now the 21 of Hill. Just trying to clear the 27 of Burton here. And if he can clear him, he's straight sailing for the end of the race. Only 30 laps to go. They gotta keep it up here. And honestly, I'm kind of impressed with the resiliency out of these three. None of them have decided to break and go for the. None of them have decided to break and go for the pit lane here. But I'm curious to see how long that can possibly last. Because at some point they're going to need to go for pit road. And there we go. Austin Hill to the lead of the race, or to the lead of the cars who have already pit. And here we go. Oh, and Riley Herbst's back around the inside here. And right on board with the 5 cars who have yet to pit. Oh, and there we go. Austin Hill right back to the middle here. Middle of 3 wide here. He's got Ryan Sieg to the bottom, and he's got the 2 SHR cars to the outside. I don't think any of these Fords want to let him in line anywhere here. 21 of Austin Hill gonna try and get in line in front of Ryan Sieg, it looks like here. That's what I would say. It's hard to tell if you're gonna end up getting clear on the bottom versus on the top of a super speedway because of the speed difference, but also the difference in distance that you're traveling. But here we go. And now here we go, let's see. Alright, let's see. Right now, Austin Hill is absolutely just riding here on the inside. He is trying everything he can to just stay close. But right now, those guys can go about 15 more laps on fuel here. Assuming that they're in hard save mode, they can go about 15 more laps. For the race leaders, for Austin Hill, he can absolutely turn it up and go full wick, although I think he's already gone. I think he's already going full on. Alright, here we go. Austin Hill is out in front of the field. Alright, let's see. Man, right now, this race is just, I mean, it's hard to get excited when you know the battle for the lead isn't even for the lead right now. It's technically for 4th. Hill takes 4th over here. I'm just waiting to see what these leaders are going to do here. Ellis, Smithley, Decker. Are they going to pit? Are they going to get a lucky yellow? Are they going to get a really lucky yellow? Alright, here we go. Yeah, this one is definitely not going as good as I would have hoped. But we're having a good time, though. Hopefully you guys are having a good time, at least. I know I'm having fun. And there we go. Austin Hill has taken control of the field here at Daytona. 25 to go. Can they just pit already? Come on. And here we go. There's a USFL trailer here. Let's go. Alright, here we go. If Austin Hill wins, I blame Ryan. Why could you possibly blame me for that? It's not like wearing his hat is giving him good luck. Trust me, I tried that with Stenhouse earlier. It didn't work. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, well, the leaders just got the yellow they were praying for, because there goes the 27 car through the grass, and that's going to be the yellow. You got a top 10 at the Xfinity level before Natalie Decker? I didn't even know you'd raced at the Xfinity level. But, yep, there we go. The Golden Corral car of JebBurton goes sliding through the grass, and he gets out the wet grass okay, but there we go. And of course, the caution comes out just as Austin Hill drifts backwards in terms of his progress through the field. SVG back to 19th here. She never had a top 10 in anything. Not true. She had a win in a lower tier sports car division, but she had a win. She does have a win under her belt in a sports car race. It was like 5 years ago, and there's nothing else we need to necessarily mention about that race. But she does have a win. In fact, she has a road course win. Do you got a road course win, Patrick? Hey, I didn't say how she was funding herself. I just said that she has a win. And trust me, I will be the first person to go ahead and tell you exactly how she got that win. There was one car in the race, but she did officially win a race. Yeah, there was only one car in her division in the race, so she won by default, but still a win, right? Right, Patrick? A win's a win? Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry, I just saw the replay of what happened there. Shanevangisbergen actually was the one that spun the 27 out, and then he gets spun out through the trial and rejoins the track and doesn't even seem to have a tire down, which is impressive. But yeah, so that's why SVG is so far back. Nice. But yeah, so I'm curious to see where Smithley, Decker, and Ellis can end up coming out after all this. But yep, here we go. Going to a side-by-side commercial break under caution. We better not have another full-screen commercial break that interrupts racing. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go, here we go. 22 laps to go, and Ellis, Smithley, Decker. I know you're a road course specialist. That's why I specifically wanted to bring that one up. Give you a chance to brag about your road course stats. I knew what I was doing. So Daniel Dye is 12th here. Can Daniel Dye go ahead and do something? Let's see. Alright, while we're under caution, I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick, and I will be right back, guys. Just going to go ahead and insert an ad real quick. we're back and just in time. We've got pit stops going on. Ryan Ellis, Natalie Decker both getting 4 tires and fuel, and there is no reason to be rushing here. Do not speed on pit road at this point. If you speed on pit road at this point, you definitely deserved it because you had all the time in the world. No reason to speed. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna say, on the road courses, I'm an off-track specialist. Alright, here we go, here we go. How's everybody doing? We having a good time tonight? So, yep, we got we're going to have under 20 laps to go when we go green here. And at this point, it is going to be an absolute battle to see who is going to be able to get there. Garrett Smithley potentially on 4 fresh tires. Is it going to be one of the guys on the new? Is it one of the guys on old tires potentially? Considering how old Daytona surface is, I would say the new tires could be a significant advantage here. Alright, here we go, here we go. Definitely looks like the answer to that question might be Lime Rock is an awesome track. That is a true statement. I have raced Lime Rock a couple times on iRacing, and that is a fun place to... Especially a fun place to learn road course racing. I haven't like tried an actual like any sort of decent sized race, but for a track to like learn how to road course race, it's actually pretty good at it. It's got simple layouts to begin with, and then you can go ahead and add in chicanes as you start to feel more comfortable. All right, nice. And here we go, 20 laps to go, and it looks like it's going to be Riley Herbst versus Ryan Sieg at the front of the field. Go Ryan! And I will extend that to Ryan Truex as well as any other guys who are named Ryan in this field if they're happy. Oh yeah, Ryan Ellis, there we go. I'm just rooting for a Ryan to win at this point. Let's go. Go Ryans. Let's go Ryans. Come on. We got Ryan Sieg, Ryan Truex, Ryan Ellis. One of them's got to be able to win, right? So Ryan Sieg, 12 leaders amongst 16 lead changes. 27 cars still on the lead lap here. Let's go. All right, nice. Looking forward to seeing you back in the street stock world. And here we go. We have got ourselves 20 laps to go. And it's 11 o'clock at night. Wow, it is early. Late. It's almost so late, it's almost early. But, yep, we are currently just over 2 hours in, which actually, this Xfinity race... Despite all the stop-go, where it feels like it's taking forever, this Xfinity race is actually going pretty good here. Ryan Sieg has never managed to win a race, which is a weird stat considering he's gotten... he's finished inside the top 5 16 times across his career. So, hopefully tonight could be win number 1 for Ryan Sieg. Yeah, Jordan Anderson back in the top 15. He's up to 14th here as we get ready for the choose cone. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Where is he going to choose? So, looks like for the most part it's a nice simple in, out, inside, outside. Anderson chooses to lose a row of starting position to take the outside line. Interessante. Let's see. Where's the 21 starting? 21 is starting further back. Wow. 20. Not sure if the 21. Where did the 21 end up going? Speeding penalty or something? Where'd the 21 go? We gotta go find the 21 race car, because oh, he went. Okay, he's now in 22nd position. Okay, so he's gonna have to drive through the field. Maybe pitted for tires or something, but I doubt it. Alright, here we go. Lights are off on the pace car. Ryan Sieg versus Riley Herbst on the... Oh, wait, no, it's not Riley Herbst on the front row. Riley Herbst lined up behind him. So it's Ryan Sieg versus Chandler Smith on the front row here. Let's go. If only the Ryans could have lined up together, but no, the Ryans are on opposite lanes. So we got Ryan on the inside and Ryan on the outside. Ryan Sieg, Ryan Truex. Here we go. And let's see, is it pulling off pit road here? Alright, here we go. Pace car is about to dive for cover. And here we go. Dive, dive, dive. Green, green. Come on. Dive for cover. There it is. Yep, it's running. And the field is in the hands of Ryan Sieg. Green, green, green. Green flag's out, and we're back to racing. Not sure where the drivers who pitted for tires that last time by are, but we will find them. Alright, let's see. Garrett Smithley in 24th. Ryan Ellis in 25th. And Natalie Decker 26th are the three drivers. And we got a yellow flag already out. What's the yellow for? Because that is a very early spot to have a yellow here. Let's see. Yep, there's the yellow flag, and we're not really sure what it's for. I see a car on the 8. Oh, yep, there it is. Yep, there's the wreck. The 6 of Garrett Smithley is around. That's unfortunate for a certain Pennsylvania-based race car driver that I know. Leland Honeyman also around and piled up in this one. Shanevangisbergen also getting a little bit further damage in this one. Hey, he is fighting though. You gotta give him credit where credit is due, and Shanevangisbergen has not given up on this race. No matter how many times he's gotten damage, that car is being held together with duct tape and a prayer, and he is still in this thing. But, yep, there we go. So it looked like it was Jeremy Clements, maybe with a tire going down or something. Hard to really tell what the exact cause was. As I say, it looks like the booth is blaming the 51 and the 42 for arguing over room, which that's also something we've seen tonight, but I've also seen some tires going down, so I just assumed that was a very real possibility too. But here we go. Let's see. But Austin Hill manages to avoid the damage, and he gets through it. Let's see. Who else got through that wreck? In particular, did any of our guys with tires make it through? I know. So Natalie Decker and Ryan Ellis both appear to have gotten through it, but hard to really tell because they're so far back. Alright, here we go. Man, it is definitely starting to get late, but... So, yep, caution would have put it... As a caution would have given someone there a free pass, but they were involved in the caution, which means they don't get the free pass. So now JebBurton is going Getting that fixed up. There's the 6 on pit road. Shanevangisbergen in the 97 also getting fixed up here. Curious to see where how Shane does, because really it doesn't really matter how he does in this early stretch of the season. He can afford to learn, because you know he's gonna win an Xfinity Series road course race, right? I mean, at the very least, they race on the streets of Chicago. He has to be the odds-on favorite to win that race, right? Although I would say AJAllmendinger could very well be a threat on the road courses too, which is where his biggest problem might come from, is if Allmendinger just wins all the road courses. But, yep. There we go, and that just showed the damage that that Shanevangisbergen got, and that was 100% his fault. He just ran into the back of somebody while they were all stacking up and trying to avoid the wreck. So, there we go. And we're off to commercial break, so once again, we're just hanging out in chat. I gotta love how these Daytona races always seem to find a way for at least one or two of them to devolve into just silliness at this point. Although I don't think we've quite reached the point of silliness like the trucks did the other night. And 15 more laps to go. Let's go ahead and take a look through the field. Sage Karam up into 4th. There we go. Nice job for Sage Karam. So Hill is going to be starting 21st. And he's got his teammate back there, so maybe those two could find a way through the field, but I don't know. Austin Hill, though, at a plate track just seems kind of inevitable. Why are you blaming me? What are you blaming me for? Because Austin Hill is not doing as well as we could have, as well as we expected there. I'm causing the wrecks. I haven't seen a single number 34 car out here causing a caution tonight, aside from the Cup race, which I don't know what happened there. But all right, we got Michael Waltrip talking with a Daytona International Speedway person. But, yep, here we go. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Alright, so yeah, they're still doing that interview thing. Yeah. And it's like truck racing's a debacle. I should stop putting bad voodoo on the track. Fun times. Hey Patrick, you want a fun challenge? Try and tell me which race car driver that is. Let's see how long it takes you to unscramble that. Because that's the name of a race car driver. Let's see if you can figure out who. So here we go. Alright, let's see. So right now we got Cole Custer currently third. So it looks like the two Stuart Haas cars are lining up on the inside together. Ryan Sieg has opted to take Sage Karam as his drafting partner on the outside here. And yeah, so let's see what is going on here. So we got Chandler Smith lining up in the 5th position on the inside line, inside row 3. Sammy Smith getting lined up as well. They are not brothers before anyone asks. But, yep, there we go. Austin Hill going to be coming from deep in the field. He's coming from 17th spot. He's got his teammate behind him in 18th. But it's going to be a tough one to see him get through this. Saying they're cycling the field forward and backwards here. And let's see. This race is going to end up finishing on Tuesday. Actually, I don't know about... It's going to be close. It might finish up on Tuesday. I don't know. It shouldn't, but it very well could here. So Riley Herbst 1 career win. Sage Karam 0. Chandler Smith 1. Ryan Sieg 0. And Cole Custer 13 wins. He's the only driver in the top 10 with more than 1 win. So here we go. Let's see how this goes here. We got 14 people hanging out in the chat as we are getting ready to welcome in Tuesday. And we've got 13 laps to go here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Alright. So here we go. Let's see. Patrick, you able to figure out which driver I just went and sent you the name of in the chat? AJ's not in the top 5. They were talking about the drivers inside the top 5. Custer's the only driver inside the top 5 that has more than 1 win. So they were talking about Sieg, Herbst, Custer, Karam, and Chandler Smith were the drivers they were referring to there. Not Dad, it's Patrick. I'm tired. Brain ain't braining anymore. Man. Here we go. Come on. Turn the lights off on the pace car so we can get out of here. Alright, there we go. So yeah, so they're showing a bunch of the, okay, they're showing some of the highlights from the Daytona 500 as well here. But, yep, here we go. And now, I still don't understand how that wasn't called a caution before they crossed the line there. Yep, no idea how on earth they managed to wait to throw the caution. But, yep. No idea, huh? Okay. Would you like a hint? And they're showing a video of the car over in NASCAR Tech Inspection for the 24, and they also have the 48 over there, and I believe that's the Tech Inspection where they're doing the thorough check could be just that it's the Cup Garage, but let's see. What do we got going on here? So, lights are off on the pace car. Let's go. We can go green this time. 11 lap dash to the checkers. Just don't wreckers, please. We've had enough wreckers for the night. Alright, it is a driver in this race. It is one of the drivers, and they are still on the racetrack here tonight. So it's not like an old driver that you might not even remember from like the 60s as we go back to green flag racing. Green, green, green. Back to racing. Oh. I don't believe you at this point, Patrick. I don't think there's a caution coming here. Let's see. Riley Herbst versus Ryan Sieg on the outside. Let's see. Can Ryan Sieg and can the guys with no wins beat the team of winners on the inside line here? There we go. Ryan Sieg out in front here. Let's go ahead and see. What's it going to be? Yep, there you go, Patrick. Good job. You managed to figure it out. So here we go. Coming down the line, it's going to be 10 laps to go, and the Stewart-Haas cars are definitely strong here. The question is whether or not Sage Karam can get Ryan Sieg past them. Because if Sieg could get out in front of the SHR cars, I feel like he could definitely go and get it. But, oh no, now he's right on the back bumper of Hills. Now he just needs anybody to go for a run on the, to try and pass these guys. Oh, no, everybody's just jumping out of line here at this point. The 81 of Chandler Smith, and there we go. He has found a spot in a line. I just don't know if it's going to be any better for him than the spot he was a few minutes ago. As there we go, Cole Custer up the track. Jordan Anderson into the top 5. Let's go. Welcome to the top 5, Jordan Anderson. Alright, so Jordan Anderson is now inside the top 5. Ryan Sieg is inside the top 5. In fact, once again, one of the only multi-time winners inside that top 5 is Cole Custer, who somehow is still on the outside here. But right now, Ryan Sieg pushing on the back bumper of on the back. Oh, and that's a wreck. Yep, there's Karam going around. And, oh, there's Brennan Poole around, and there's the 7 up in the air. Or up in the air for a moment, and it looks like, who's the other one involved? That's the 00 of Custer. 00 of Custer goes around, and there we go. Jordan Anderson is second. Jordan Anderson is second place. Could Austin Hill propel Jordan Anderson to his first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series win? Let's go ahead and see. There we go. Yep, that time it was a wreck. You went from lying to me to being late on the wreck. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I know. Jordan Anderson second. There we go. 8 laps to go. Cole Custer's Cole Custer's car is in pieces, and Austin Hill up to 5th. Yep. Because he hasn't quit yet. In fact, there's 2 Jordan Anderson cars still in the top 10. But there we go. In his, this is his 20th career Xfinity Series start. And he's going for his first potential win. That's Austin Hill for you. Speaking of Austin Hill, I've got another driver named Scrambled. This time I actually gave you a slight helping hand. Let's see how... I think this one should be a little bit quicker for you. But, yeah. So, as I say, Sage Cameron getting torn up there, and then everybody else kind of just scattering. Alright, here we go. We're going to make it to midnight, I think. At this rate, I think we do go to midnight, because I think there's going to be a, I think we're going to overtime. Yep, there we go. Patrick's getting better at this. There we go. See if I can find someone to throw him off. Alright, let's see. So yeah, again, they're just showing replays of the same thing, and I think we pretty much have an idea of what happened at that point. At this point. Alright, here we go. Go, Jordan, go. Yep. I think we're all... I'm definitely rooting for Jordan Anderson at this point. You know what? Let's bump the hat. No Austin Hill. Nah. I'm going to keep the hat on, but... We're going for Jordan Anderson. And hey, you know what would be cool? Let's see. But, yep, the wreck right behind. And actually, I think, depending on how you score, on how they score that, he could have... Oh, wait a minute. Jordan Anderson is scored the race leader now. Yeah. Woke Destiny up yelling at the TV. Yeah. Jordan Anderson's leading at Daytona. I think that is cause for waking everybody up here. Let's go. So, yep, here comes Riley Herbst needed fuel. Riley Herbst needed gas. And now Jordan Anderson is leading at Daytona International Speedway. And wow. I can't believe it. Herbst needed fuel. And now Jordan is leading at Daytona. So it's Jordan Anderson, Chandler Smith, Austin Hill. Now here's the question. Does Austin Hill push Jordan Anderson to the win, or does he go for the win himself at this point? Because Jordan Anderson winning doesn't change anything. Austin Hill winning locks him into the playoffs. I mean, I don't think anyone's really worried about Austin Hill making the playoffs or not, but I think there is a question to be said there as to, are the playoff points worth making sure... Did they just have to tow the other truck out of the mud? Wow. That's funny. So, Parker Retzloff up into the top 6. Let's go. And I'm sure you don't need this hint, but the capital letters are the first and last name of the driver. And this driver is still inside the top 20 in this race. Alright, let's see. Yep, there we go. Splitting the field, and Austin Hill is going to line up behind Jordan Anderson, so. And Jordan Anderson's teammate is behind him, Hill here, so. You got Jordan Anderson, you got Austin Hill, then you got Parker Retzloff on that top line. Let's go. This is going to be insane. If Jordan Anderson gets this win, let's go. Yep. Somehow Natalie Decker is still inside the top 20 despite everything that's happened so far. But, yep, there we go. Alright, let's see. Alright, so of the drivers who finished top 10 in both Daytona races last year in the Xfinity Series, there were only 5 of them. Parker Retzloff was one of them. Let's go. Oh yeah, I know a top 5 you'll be happy with. How much happier will you be with a win? But yeah, just looking at some of the other cautions from earlier in the night. Yikes! I hadn't seen just how vicious a hit that looked like for the one car. Glad he's okay, but man, that was a vicious looking hit. Now that I've seen it again. But yeah, then we got the big one here that took a lot of the drivers out of contention. The only reason why we aren't talking about a 2 versus 21 fight for the win. And then we got the 7 car with a blown tire, supposedly. Hill winning stage 2. Oh yeah, I know. Yep. Alright, here we go. So, getting... And then watching another... say, that last wreck here once again. Alright, here we go. Alright, Sage Karam released from the infield care center. That is good news after he was involved in one of those big wrecks. And here we go. Lights are off in the pace car. We are going racing with 3 laps to go and Jordan Anderson in control of the field. Alright, let's see. Can Jordan Anderson get this race to the checkered flag? And are we going to see overtime? We are not at overtime yet. It's technically a 3-lap restart. So we got green, green, white checker. Alright, here we go. Parker Retzloff, the 20-year-old there, lined up 6th position. He is on the outside line. Again, you got 2 Jordan Anderson cars and an RCR car lined up on that outside line here. Oh, I know, yeah. Yeah, definitely think that the amount of caution laps. I was saying that earlier in the race when they ended up having 3 straight cautions. The first one was for a wreck, but then the other 2 cautions were both caused because of debris still on the racetrack from the first wreck. I mean, I was calling for them to red flag it then to pick up the debris so that we don't run out of laps. So, yeah, no, I totally agree with you on that one, Mike. Yeah, we should definitely have had a red flag at some point here. But here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag's out. We are racing. 3 laps to go here at Daytona. Jordan Anderson in control of the field here. Just needs a nice solid push here. And, oh, he gets, Parker Retzloff is nowhere to be seen on the restart here. And that is going to make this restart a whole lot harder for Anderson here. So, oh, there we go. Now Parker Retzloff is caught back up to the back bumper of the 21 car to give a push. And Anderson back out in front. Let's go. Jordan Anderson, Austin Hill, the top 2. And then Parker Retzloff currently trying to arm wrestle his way into 4th here. You got Ryan Sieg fighting with Parker Retzloff here for 4th here. And oh no, Jordan Anderson's losing spots here by a lot. Jordan Anderson got past there, and Austin Hill takes the lead. Austin Hill now has the lead. And Parker Retzloff got down in front of Jordan Anderson, so maybe Anderson can go ahead and still push his teammate to a win. But at this point, 2 laps to go, it's going to take a lot of work here for Jordan Anderson to find his way to victory lane at this point, especially now that he's got Sammy Smith in front of him too. But they're moving up and down the track all over the place here. Austin Hill, though, has found his way to the lead. You got Chandler Smith in behind him. Ryan Truex. Oh, Brandon Jones is in the mix, too. Brandon Jones in the mix. Oh, how fitting. It's Sheldon Creed versus Austin Hill on the last lap at Daytona. What a fitting way for this race to end here. Let's go. A duel between Ryan Sieg is in 3rd, but it's going to be a duel between Creed and Hill here, and they've got the little light icon, and yep, it's going to be a yellow, and that's going to be... Oh, are they going to let them race? They're going to let them race to the checkers here. Austin Hill with the lead. Creed is... All he can do is watch. No yellow yet, and Austin Hill, you might as well throw it now, because this race is over here. Austin Hill has got the win, and it's going to be Sheldon Creed coming up 2nd to his former teammate here. But Austin Hill wins at Daytona. Sheldon Creed comes home 2nd. 3rd, Jordan Anderson with a top 5 finish. Let's go. 3rd place for Anderson. 4th, Parker Retzloff. 5th, Chandler Smith. Let's go. Jordan Anderson somehow, despite all odds, comes home on the podium of all places. 6th place, Herbst. 7th, John Hunter Nemechek. 8th, JustinAllgaier. 9th, Brandon Jones. And rounding out your top 10 tonight is AJAllmendinger. We'll go ahead and read through the full finishing results. But yeah, Jordan Anderson is on the podium position. Let's go. 3rd place. 11th place was Ryan Ellis. 12th place, shanevangisbergen comes back to finish 12th. Let's go. That's a good one. Then you got Cole Custer, 13th. 14th, Blaine Perkins. And rounding out the top 15, it's BJ McLeod. Garrett Smithley in the 16th position. Patrick Emmerling, 17th. Natalie Decker coming home 18th and on the lead lap. A new best finish for Natalie. Then you got Brennan Poole in 19th. 20th and rounding out the top 20 is jesselove. Ryan Truex comes home 21st. 22nd for Ryan Sieg. 23rd for Sammy Smith. 24th, Anthony Alfredo. And rounding out your top 25, it is Parker Kligerman. JebBurton in 26th. 27th is Daniel Dye. 28th, Sage Karam. 29th is Jeremy Clements, and rounding out your top 30 is Leland Honeyman. Dawson Cram in the 4 car comes home 31st. 32nd was Josh Bilicki. 33rd, frankiemuniz. 34th goes to Josh Williams. 35th goes to Daniel Suarez. 36th goes to Sam Mayer. hailiedeegan comes home 37th. And rounding out the 38 car field here tonight was Kyle Weatherman. So that is your full finishing order. Massive congratulations to Austin Hill and the other drivers who got on the podium. Sheldon Creed coming home just short. I'm sure he's not overly happy to see his former teammate, considering the way they ended things there, see him ahead of him. But Jordan Anderson coming home 3rd. Let's go. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. My reaction to the my recap of the NASCAR Cup race, the Daytona 500, will be out early tomorrow. Power rankings, I'm gonna try and have them out tomorrow. If not, they will be Wednesday. But yeah, until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next video, live stream, or whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your day. Have a great day, everybody, and goodbye.